Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of Once Upon a Hallow's Eve, and Victor just popped out of the woods to see how we were doing, so let's continue on. He smiles as he walks towards me, making my eyes widen in surprise. Victor? What are you doing here? I came to find you. You should know better to go out into the rain with an injured leg, young lady. Don't young lady me. What if something happened to you out here? What if there was, say, a bear? How would you run? Is that a threat, Victor? Are you threatening me with a bear? You wouldn't even be able to walk properly. I'm pretty sure you don't need to know how to properly walk when you're faced with an angry bear, Victor. He gives me a disapproving look. We were really worried about you, Lizzie. Maybe you and Vern, but Vaughn for sure wasn't. Don't even give me that. I scoff a bit. I'm pretty sure it's just you and Vern who's worried. See, I caught it. After a short pause, Victor smiles at me. I'd hate to say it, but you're just pretty. Blushing slightly, I frown in confusion. What do you mean? You got the sure part of I'm pretty sure wrong. You mean, that's impossible. Vaughn doesn't care. Victor smiles gently at me, raising his eyebrows in a convincing manner. He does. He just sucks at being a gentleman to girls he meets for the first time. He was really mean, you know. I do. But we should really return to the house soon. Why should I? It's not my house. He puts one hand up as if to shield his head. Because it's still raining and we're both wet. I really don't want anything to happen to either one of us. I don't want to return there. Victor looks at me worriedly. Why not? Don't you find us nice? I do, but Vaughn... He wants to apologize to you, Lizzie Lee. Let's go back, okay? I guess I'd go back. It is raining. Okay. Victor grins happily at me. Good choice. Was he gonna murder me or something? Like, what do you mean, good choice? He moves closer to me and holds out his arm. Shall we go? I smile and take it, holding on to him for support. I promise you, Vaughn really wants to apologize. Strangely, the thought of Vaughn wanting to apologize to me sounds amusing. He's not being forced or anything? Nope, not at all. He winks at me. I'm not convinced. Hey, why not? You just don't sound very convincing. Victor laughs cheerfully at my statement. We begin walking slowly towards the mansion, with me tagging alongside Victor as I held onto his arm. I'm a very convincing person. I once convinced Vern to believe that there's always someone who follows him wherever he goes. Huh? The only clue I gave was that he can only see that someone in the light, never in the dark. He winks again, obviously suppressing his laughter. I suddenly realize what he's talking about. Wait, do you mean his shadow? He nods, laughing out loud. That was really mean of you, Victor. Why would you do that? Well, he was scared of the dark and wouldn't go stay in his own room. So I told him that the darkness keeps that someone away, and he learned how to sleep in his own room in the dark. Yep. He smiles, scratching the back of his head. I did succeed, but there was one negative thing about it. I thought so. I refused to believe that it hadn't backfired. Hey, I did succeed on one aspect. Although Vern got too scared to go outside during the sunny days, so he shrugs. Didn't? I was 10 and he was 6 when I made that joke, but still, he believed in what I said all throughout his childhood. And when he finally realized that I just dropped some bull on him, it was too late. Too late how? Well, he was already too shy to go outside. It was all those years staying inside all the time made him not used to go to outsiders. That's pretty sad. Victor bites his lip, looking wistful. I know. And it's all my fault. He shrugs. That's why I promised to myself that I'd take care of those two and not do silly stuff like that anymore. At least you turned out to be a better person because of that then. Sometimes we really do have to experience the wrong thing so that we can learn how to do the right thing. He chuckles softly. Words of wisdom, I'm sure. But then again, at the expense of my brother? No thanks. I just smile at his statement. I wish I had brothers. Why? Don't you have siblings? No. He smiles, looking thoughtfully at me. You can have my brothers. You'll be their older sister. Older? Vaughn is 2 years older than me. I'm only 20. That's okay. There's not much of a difference, is there? Whatever. He laughs again before pointing to the infrastructure in front of us. Here we are. We're here already? We've been walking for more than 30 minutes. I didn't even notice. Your foot hasn't noticed it as well? I stopped for a second, feeling my foot. Actually, I think I'm feeling some dull pain now. It's kind of aching. Victor laughs good-naturedly. See, your foot has noticed while you haven't. I wonder why that's so. Well, that's because you're so talkative. He did like most of the talking. Back inside the mansion, Vern gives me a warm cup of coffee and a towel to dry myself. After drying up, Victor immediately gives his medical supplies and refreshes my bandages with fresh new ones. I only got a glimpse, but it seems like I have some dark bruises forming on my legs. And then you go ahead and abuse your leg by walking around in the forest in the rain. Oh, Lizzie. Vern peers into my leg worriedly. Is it bad? Victor looks at my leg seriously before shaking his head slightly. No, not really. But you shouldn't exert too much effort, Lizzie. Be gentle with your arm, too. Your bones are still healing. I nod, unable to say anything myself. It really had been my fault. If only I hadn't been so stubborn, maybe I'd recover much faster. I glance up when I hear somebody clearing their throat. Vaughn is standing in front of me, looking quite docile. I'm sorry. Does your leg still hurt? No. Good. He keeps his eyes lowered, not meeting my gaze. I call out his name to make him look at me. Vaughn. Slowly he glances up. I'm really sorry too. I shouldn't have been so brash. To my surprise, he just smiles a bit. Well, oops, I skipped it. Do you forgive me? For the sake of Victor, we'll forgive him. I think maybe we're gonna try to go for Victor. Forgive him. You're forgiven. He suddenly looks up at me with a smile on his face. You're serious? Of course. Victor and Vern do a little cheer behind his back. Thanks. Yay, we're all friends now. Play nice, you two. Vaughn scoffs and rolls his eyes at his older brother. Victor, we are not little children. Yes, you are. You're an immature little kid who picks fights with. We all look at Victor with our mouths open. He suddenly grins widely. Just kidding. You've already apologized to Lizzie Lee here. That's right. So, what are you guys gonna do for dinner later? We just woke up. What do you mean, dinner? How long were we in the woods for? Vaughn smiles. I walk up the stairs slowly, not wanting anyone to wake up from the awful creaking of the old wooden steps. I still can't believe how noisy these stairs can be at night. A wrong step sends a creak echoing throughout the whole mansion, it seems. As if on cue, I freeze on the spot. Shh. I press my index finger to my lips, angrily looking at the steps. Why do they have to be so noisy? Just as I step reach the top step, a chill breeze suddenly blows from behind me, tickling my back and sending shivers down my spine. I hurriedly touch my foreneck with my palm, feeling the icy cold skin. What was that? The breeze was barely noticeable, but it was extremely chilly, like it had come from a very cold place. Okay. Suddenly, a more pressing thought enters my mind. Just where did that draft come from? Oh no. Is there a broken window somewhere? I crane my neck to look around the staircase, peering at the dark living room just beneath me. It doesn't seem like there are any windows left open by the brothers. Wait, what if it was a ghost? The thought of phantoms and ghosts make my arms covered in goosebumps, and I hurriedly run into my room, closing it behind me. If there's going to be a haunting in this old mansion, then I'd rather sleep through it. I cover myself with a blanket before remembering something else. I turn on the light. Time passed by a little too quickly, and before I knew it, I've already stayed in the mansion for a few days. It's not like I have a choice, although my body is still starting to recover, although Victor wants me to make a full recovery before we can make an attempt to go back to the mountain again. If I didn't know any better, I'd have thought that he was some sort of tourist who didn't know the trails of the mountain. Or perhaps I'd have thought he was actually scared of hiking down. That's quite ridiculous thought, though. Victor lives here, so of course he knows the trail. The oldest brother had promised me that once I had fully recovered, he would help me get back to the foot of the mountain so that I could use my phone there to call my friends. However, I still haven't been able to make a full recovery that he wants. I get tired easily, and sometimes just moving a part of my body sends jolts of pain coursing through me. It's really quite depressing. What's more depressing is the fact that it's always raining in this place. We get bouts of sunshine sometimes, only for the rain to come crashing down again. I wonder why it never really stops raining in this place. One miraculously sunny afternoon, I approach the three brothers while they're fixing some furniture in the house. I clear my throat to get their attention. Victor looks up and smiles at me, wiping some sweat off his forehead. Oh, hey there, Lizzie. What's up? Oh, nothing much. I was just wondering. I pout a little bit, trying to make it sound innocent. Victor, when are you going to take me to the village? All three of them stopped working all of a sudden and then turned to look at me. Wait, did I say something wrong? Vaughn narrows his eyes, but not in a mean way, more like in a confused way. He turns to his older brother with the same expression. I thought you already talked about this with her. Meanwhile, Vern and Victor just blink a few times at each other. Am I being held hostage or something? Why can't I leave? Guys. Victor finally stands up and looks at me seriously. I'll take you there when you're already fully recovered. I sigh, already expecting the answer. As a matter of fact, I already knew that he would say that. Nevertheless, I still wanted to hear it coming from him exactly. I twiddle a lock of my hair between my fingers. I know, I'm still not well enough. I guess I'm just depressed that the rain hasn't let up too. And it's been a few days. How come it's always raining around here? Yeah, what's up with the weather? Are you guys weathermen? Come the freak on, fix the weather. I look expectantly at Victor, waiting for some sort of explanation. I really just want some sort to come out of him. Instead, his gaze goes straight through me. He seems distracted somehow. Victor. His eyes slowly focus on me. What? I was saying. From behind him, I see Vern shaking his head at me. What? Vaughn, on the other hand, is simply looking at us with semi-wide eyes. What did you say? Oh, I was just asking if... Vern shakes his head again, as if urging me not to continue. Oh, ask away. Victor smiles stiffly at me, but I have a feeling that his nervousness is being hidden by his cheerful facade. What's up with that? They have to be ghosts or something. But I just asked you what I wanted to ask. Oh, you did, didn't you? Victor doesn't look like himself. I wonder what's wrong. It's... step. Let's just drop it for now, since they don't really want us to push. I don't know what's up. And my goal is to just make it out of this mansion alive, because I'm not trusting them, guys. I'm just not. It's nothing. I just smile at him, shaking my head. Sorry, it's nothing. Oh, he breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, don't worry when the rain lets up, but it's not raining right now. And when your injuries have fully healed. I promise you'll be home in no time at all. Victor smiles at me, and I can see a hint of sadness in his eyes. I glance behind him at Vaughn and Byrne, but both guys refuse to make eye contact with me. I take a deep breath and smile at the brother in front of me. Thanks, Victor. He just nods and goes back to what he was doing earlier. To my surprise, I see Vaughn looking at me in my peripheral vision. I immediately whip my head to look back at him, but he quickly averts his eyes. What is this guy hiding from me? Victor sighs, wiping an imaginary sweat from his brow. I think I'm gonna need to take a break from this. Wanna come with me? He looks at his brothers expectantly. Are they saying that they'll leave if I won't leave? Fine. Suddenly I hear Vaughn's voice cutting through his brothers. I'll stay. You sure? Yeah. I hear footsteps moving away as I remain rooted in my spot. Vaughn walks around, stopping when he's finally right in front of me. What's the deal with you? He just continues staring at my face, those intense eyes burning right through me. What did you come here? Why did you come here? I already told you. It was an accident. An accident brought you here? Is that what you're saying? Yes, an accident. Do you know how important decisions are? One little decision can change somebody's life, or not. What, just like my decision to leave this place? What do you want? I just want to go home. Without meaning to, my tone rises a little bit higher than I intended. I want to go back home. I sigh, forcing myself to calm down. Please. You're not the only one who wants you to go home. What? He sighs, running a hand through his blonde-dyed hair. Do you understand? Understand what? Why Victor won't let you leave. So he's not letting me leave. Slowly I shake my head. Because we don't have one hell of a clue what's out there, that's why. I look at him in surprise. What? Isn't this your house? How can you not know what exactly is outside your house? Not all houses are homes. You should know that. He sighs again, looking quite frustrated now. If you leave this house and something happens to you out there, there's no going back. You know what there really is out there? Rain. All rain. Believe what you want. I don't care. But don't go wanting to go your own way here when you don't know what the hell is going on. I just stare at him in disbelief, hoping deep down that he's wrong. But what if I don't care? Then how come you're telling me these things? Vaughn seems to be taken aback by my question. What? You care, don't you? I ask in a not question. Somehow I feel like it's something that only has to be confirmed. Somehow I feel like there are some things here that I need to solve. And somehow one of those things is this man standing right in front of me right now. Why do you care? Why? When I first got here, you wouldn't even let me in. Why is that? Do you let strangers roam in your house every day? I shake my head. But if I lived on a mountain and it was raining hard and somebody knocked on the door asking for my help, Bond suddenly goes quiet. You wouldn't help them because you think they're a ghost. That's the truth. You speak like they're saying the truth, but in real life, you'll be scared. You'll run away too. But then you remember. I couldn't help but laugh at what Bond was insinuating. A ghost? Did he seriously think I was a ghost? Okay, then let's just say that I'm a ghost. Why did you let me in? I don't know. I didn't want to. You know that. I nod, remembering his earlier treatment of me. In the end, maybe we were just worried about you after all. Huh? Well, that was unexpected. Thank you for that. It was Victor who made the final decision, not me. It's him you should thank. But still, thank you for caring. Are you still insisting that I care? I do. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. Whatever. Anyway, you should probably talk to Victor. But what should I tell him? Whatever you feel like telling him. I nod. Thank you. I'll be going. No. As if on cue, Victor and Vern suddenly arrive. I feel my throat tightening. All of a sudden, As I look at Vaughn for support, he just stares at me blankly, glancing at Victor. Hey Victor. Yeah? I'm sorry for earlier. You didn't do anything wrong. What are you apologizing for? I don't know, it just feels like the right thing. It's really nothing. No. That's alright. He smiles apologetically at me. I'm also sorry for being so moody earlier. The boys and I have been fixing up some old furniture in this ancient house, and I gotta tell you, it's not an easy job. I smile at him, nodding. It's alright, I understand. Actually, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I really feel horrible about how I acted earlier. I swear, I'm not making it my goal to fight with all of you guys. I do hope you won't pick a fight with me. Vaughn turns to his brother with a teasing look. Yes, because you know you're gonna lose. Hey. We all laughed together, including Vern. To be honest, I had no idea how much time has already passed since I first got here. Huh. Okay, so let's go ahead and save it here for the guys. It got real emotional near the end. I don't know which brother I like better now. They're all really great. What if we just dated them all? No, but then we keep being here longer and longer without knowing how long we're there for. That's just wild to me. Like, they for sure have to be ghosts, or maybe we are the ghost. Like, I don't know, but something is going on. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in the next episode.